I'm glad to have the opportunity today to talk to you about early literacy and how you and your family at home, as well as the library, can collaborate to create language rich environments that allow children to get a good basis of literacy in order to become future readers and lifelong learners. So, what is early literacy? Is it one of those as seen on TV programs about how to teach your 2-year-old to read? No, definitely it's not that. We're not expecting the little ones to read until they are ready, and it's a developmentally appropriate age. At school is usually when they begin that in kindergarten or grade one. So, early literacy is actually all of those skills and foundations that are built up before the child learns to read. And the stronger early literacy skills they have, the more likely they are to be effective readers and lifelong learners, as I mentioned. And all of these things are actually quite fun. They involve being together and engaging with your child, as well as having items in the environment and providing experiences that are going to build up those skills. So, when children are very young, 0 to 5, their brains are what we call sort of plastic. So, they are quite flexible and sort of easily molded. Now, when a child is very young or is an infant, they have a lot of the neurons in the brain and the synapses, the spaces between them. They have all these connections that are just ready to be reinforced. And they have a lot more than actually what an adult would have. Now, as they have experiences in their life and they see, hear, and sense things, including language, the pathways that they are using will become stronger, and the ones that they are not will become pruned and they won't continue to exist because this density for a baby is a lot. It's quite overwhelming. So, the process of learning actually cultivates the brain into certain pathways. So, that's why when your child is young, it's the right time to start building those pathways early on so that there's a good foundation they can use later when they are having other experiences such as learning to read. So, as I mentioned, um, the sensitivity to all of the input that they're getting through their senses is quite high in the early years. And again, that's not sustainable. So the brain picks up on the things that are useful and reinforces them and gets rid of the other ones. And of course, the child will practice as they grow in all skills in life, in all developmental areas. So to have a well balanced development, spending time in all of these different areas. And literacy is one that sort of touches on a lot of different areas and also is a good foundation for other skills, not just literacy, but those emotional and social skills, understanding emotions, all of these things can be reinforced through the use of language. And they have found that developing the early literacy skills really does impact children later in life. Children's early literacy skills can be actually directly correlated with things like high school test achievement and graduation rates. No pressure though. The thing is that I think that you're going to enjoy doing the activities that we're going to talk about. And in fact, people are already doing these. You're a parent or a caregiver. I guarantee you are already doing all of these practices that we're going to talk about. In our presentation today, I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about how you can maximize those and some ideas as well for just that extra level of engagement. I encourage you to connect with us at the library and let us know a little bit more about your family and your little ones, and let us connect you with some resources. The web page again is a great place to start. We have some of these book lists, tips and tricks, and songs and rhymes that are available that we would have had in a pamphlet are also on the website. So please take a look and get in touch with us. Thanks for listening today, and I hope to see you in a ranch or out in the community sometime soon. Thank you so much.